The news that has been dominating the headlines over the last week or so has been the Los Angeles wildfires.
Good afternoon. As we come on air, a state of emergency has been declared across Los Angeles, and this is why. Massive wildfires sweeping across Southern California, destroying homes and threatening lives. Right now, up to 30,000 people are under evacuation orders, with the blaze growing to almost 500 hectares in size. The battle becoming increasingly desperate as darkness falls, with the worst winds still to come.
And joining us online this morning in LA is Fox Entertainment reporter Christina Cavaleri. Good morning, Christina.
Morning, Maddie. Morning, Mel. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. Now, obviously, you're down in LA and it's been everywhere for us Aussies, dominating the news headlines. And I guess we just wanted to get a bit of an idea of exactly what it's like. Because if you've never been to LA, or if you're like me and it's been so long, you don't really quite grasp, well, I don't anyway, how big these fires are.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Mel. I think we use the words like devastating and horrific a lot in everyday life. But if you really look at the definition, these fires are that. They're devastating, they're horrific, they're apocalyptic is what VP Kamala Harris described them as. And the sky was just filled with smoke. I'm in Venice Beach right now. I'm just at a company called Bloom Nutrition, and we're doing a donation drive. I'm just here tonight. And the sky, it's a lot clearer, which is really good, but the smoke and the air quality is still really, really bad.
How would you describe it in Australian terms, I guess, of what that equivalent would be in...
Oh, God, you're testing my geography here, Mel.
Oh, sorry. Is it kind of just would it be like an inner city suburb or various inner city suburbs that have been affected, like that kind of...
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So basically, if you look at the Palisades fire, for instance, that's been burning now, we're now on our 6th day. And that's burned over 23,000 acres. And if you look at maybe the city of Manhattan, I feel like everyone knows what Manhattan looks like. That whole island itself is only 14,000 acres. So we're talking about 1.5 sizes of Manhattan. That whole city plus another half has just burnt to the ground for that one fire. And that we're talking homes, schools, parks, playgrounds, communities. You wake up and you get up, you go to work, you go get a coffee. These are all things that you know are going to be there every single day. Whereas these people, their whole community has been completely leveled and burnt into ash. I think the big difference is that we're seeing so many suburbs just being burnt down to the ground. And I know a lot of the headlines we have, these big name celebrities that have lost their homes because the one fire, Palisades fire, it is a very great suburb. It's very, a lot of wealthy celebrities do live there. But that's only of recent years. We've got Angelenos that have been living in these suburbs for decades. These are homes that they've worked so hard for. It's the American dream to own a home, and it's not just these big name celebrities who can probably easily rebuild.
Christina, does there look like that they're under control at any point, or do they look? They're saying that we could be seeing the end of the fires in a couple of days? Is there any word on that? So
the way they're kind of talking about it is containing the fires. And I think a lot of the time when you see that as a headline, so for instance, the Kenneth fire today has burnt through 1,000 acres, and that's at 100% containment. But that doesn't mean that it's completely out. It means that the firefighters have it fully surrounded, and it could still burn for days, weeks, even longer, for instance. So the Palisades fire, which is the biggest one that's, burnt through a bit of from Malibu and almost down to Brentwood, that's at 11% containment. And that's been burning this is now the 6th day. So they've definitely made some massive headway, but we also still have Santa Ana winds returning early this week, so the threat is still remaining very high.
Those winds are the hot winds that come off the desert, so that's fueling the fire.
Yes, definitely. So that's basically, we got this warning. I think it was either Monday or Tuesday. I've lost count of my days. So we were getting these winds that night, and everyone was preparing for a fire, and that's basically what they're saying really kind of push the fire to extend over the thousands of acres that we've seen. And, we've got, I think there's now over 5,300 structures burnt in the Palisades fire alone. And we've got 4 fires burning right now. God. We've got over 105,000 residents that are still under evacuation orders. Animals have been displaced. Horses, every animal's in an evacuation center or trying to find fresh food, fresh water. So it's really devastating, guys. I can't really put it very lightly. After COVID, after the strikes, now the fires, this city's really reeling. But I think on a positive note, the city is filled with dreamers and doers and hustlers. Like, this city isn't for the weak when it's not like this. So
yeah,
I think
that's
everyone
a good point.
banding together is it's really emotional. It's really exciting to see everyone banding together and volunteering and donating and making sure everyone's safe and evacuated. It's truly incredible watching everyone band together.
Well, you yourself said that you're at the moment volunteering. What is there anything that us Aussies can do? Because it's so heartbreaking watching everything happen overseas and you feel thousands of kilometres away. Is there anything that us Aussies can do to help with people that don't have homes or the animals, anything like that?
Yeah, oh my gosh, of course. Like, just a quick Google, you'll find some certified charities. There's things like the LA Fire Department Foundation, and that's supporting these heroic firefighters responding in real time to protect lives and homes and communities. There's Baby to Baby, which is providing essential supplies like diapers and clothing, hygiene products, emergency kits. There's the World Central Kitchen, which is supporting the first responders and families impacted by these fires with warm meals and home-cooked meals and just like general food, which is always a good time, always a good hug in times like this.
Well, thank you so much, Christina, for your time today and explaining this for us, and keep safe, all right?
Of course. Thanks so much for having me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys be safe too.